Remember, the deputy president has been able to speak about the 2022 rigging claims, and he's actually said that there have been plans. Remember, he has been speaking this after his team, that is in the Kenya Kwanza, was also up in arms over such remarks that were made by Muranga Women Representative Sabina Chege. But right now, we are joined by the COTU Secretary General Francis Atwoli and Deputy President William Ruto went to the United States of America. And there he made a bit of claims with regards to rigging of the 2022 elections. Do you probably agree with this? And being a key player in the 2022 elections, do you believe there is any truth to such remarks?
I think what William Samoei Ruto is trying to do, one, is politics. Two, he knows, he's a good driver. You know, a good driver, when you lose the control of the car you are driving, you know more than passengers. He has already known he's losing, and he's trying to build up a case on justification of denying or refusing the outcome of the forthcoming elections, which will be very absurd for him and for this country. Two, what he's also doing is just propagating. At one time, if you can recall, he said even IEBC was led or managed by Dr. Burodung Odinga, the brother of Raila Odinga. He will still be able to win. So why is he now panicking? Three, those people cannot help you. Any international community appeal or talking outside there, it will never help you. It is how you manage your own business. See what is happening in Ukraine. People are dying, and there is international community. See what happened in Rwanda, Kigali, in 1994. People got finished. That is why we are appealing to Kenyans not to rely on the outsiders, not to propagate. It depends to how we will be able to manage our own affairs, to have responsible elections, to have the responsible outcome, and not to start crying out to incite people.
SG, you would actually want to know that by him making these remarks outside this country, he is appealing to those partners of Kenya who he would really want to intervene now that he believes probably that if he makes that noise here, nobody's going to hear him out.
No, but how many times Raila had made such noises? When he was 2007, when he cried out these elections were stolen, 2013, 2017, he refused even to participate. To 1992, you can name it. What this opposition, how this opposition, it's only 2002 when Kibaki was coming in, when we had very peaceful elections. But even during Moi's time, how many people used to cry foul? These people will not be help you. That is why I'm appealing to Kenyans. Kenyans must be responsible to their own affairs. We must be transparent. We must be accountable to what we want to do. We must play clean politics. We must hope for the best. And I've said time and again, Mureithi, that if anything happened in this country, it is women and children and workers who will suffer. See what is happening in Ukraine. We don't want to go there. Let's hope for peaceful election. Whoever will be defeated, let him come up and greet whoever has won elections.
But also staying on this American story, the Amani National Congress party leader, that is Musalia Mudavadi, who accompanied the deputy president, has been able to say that you are among the people who have been asking him not to join Deputy President William Ruto. And he actually said in one of the lectures that he was giving that he listened to the voice of God when he turned to the Kenya Kwanza team. What do you say?
If you properly listen to the voice of God, then you will be listening to the voice of the people. The voice of the people is the voice of God. He didn't listen to the voice of people in Western Kenya. He went and joined William Ruto as individual. I can tell you for sure. And doing so, he had been perceived to be a person playing very clean politics. And he's now talking about corruption. Can anybody who has open eyes, good ears, are really Kenyan, when you are next to William Samoei Ruto, talk about corruption? Who brought the economy of Kenya down? Ask all these things. How much money used to go to Amako? How much money used to go to his companies that sold from the government? Who used to, even issues of buying a person who could pick a telephone and call a junior officer in a department of procurement that give this tender to so and so. Those evidences are there. So what I'm trying to tell you is that Mudavadi lost the way. Musalia Mudavadi. And not only that, sometimes you also consider and respect your age.
So you believe that listening to William Samoei Ruto is not the voice of the people?
Absolutely. That is a voice of Satan or a devil.
How many votes do you think Musalia Mudavadi controls, not just in Western Kenya, but in the whole country?
I don't think whether he can even be able to man more than 100,000 votes. For now, he has gone down and down and down and down. Let me tell you, William should be should be supporting Musalia Mudavadi, or should be a follower of Musalia Mudavadi, not the other way around. Musalia is a senior politician, somebody who has been a vice president, somebody who has also had an onslaught on presidential election, somebody who is senior, somebody who has been in politics for a long time, who has deputized Raila Odinga in campaigns and so on, very well known, a person whom we made as spokesperson of Luhya people in 2016 December. Can you lower yourself at that particular level? When he was a minister, William Samoei Ruto was in university. Even me myself, I cannot join and support. It will be something unthinkable that somebody of that, even if you are poor, you don't have what to eat. Can you really do what Mudavadi did to Luhyas? That was a betrayal of the year, my friend.
Well, Olive is waiting for us, but I just want to ask you one last question, and this is with regard to Kalonzo Musyoka. There have been talk that he wants to join Azimio, or Azimio is seeking him, and also the Kenya Kwanza. But Kalonzo Musyoka has been very categorical that there has been a deal between him and Raila Odinga to support him in 2022. Do you believe he's coming to the Azimio group, is going to add any vote? And is it time that Raila said Kalonzo Tosha?
Me, what I don't want to hear of are these things of deals, because in politics there are always deals. Even Raila has had several deals, memorandum of understanding between him and Kibaki, which were not honored. So many other places, including him, he knows. Issues of deals, I think he should put it aside. But I don't want to decide for him. He's a senior politician. I respect him. He's in another league. He has a party. He has a he comes from a community. If what he thinks he's doing, it will be good for his community, well and good. But what I know is that people are going ahead. It is for him now to make up his mind. He's a clean politician. He's not supporting William Samoei Ruto. To me, he's a gentleman. But we are waiting. We still have time. He might make his decision at any time. But as Madam Gilu, the governor of Kitui, said yesterday, the train is off the station. So you either rush to the next station and get the train or not. And I can assure you, here and now, Muredi, Azimio is winning.
Well, Olive, that is Kotu Secretary General Francis Atwoli. But the longer version of this interview is going to be in our subsequent bulletins, where he'll also speak about what is in store for workers. Remember, 1st May is fast approaching.
Absolutely.
Olive, is it that he is laying the foundation of not accepting the results?
Absolutely. That's what I said. I think William Samoei Ruto is making a foundation for not accepting elections and appealing to international community in case of anything that he had earlier foreseen what will have to happen. But as I told you, any experienced driver or a pilot of an aircraft, he knows when the aircraft is crashing before the passengers knows. So William Samoei Ruto has already sensed that defeat, and he's trying to lay down grounds that when after elections will be in a position to say that my elections were stolen. I don't think that is fair. And nobody will listen to him, because I have been around for some times. If you want to do politics, try to play clean politics. Get people to support you. Have people. But don't think that if you made noise or you incited Kenyans to fight, you will be able to gain anything, or somebody will come from outside there and help us. We have children, we have women, our mothers, sisters, our wives, and we have a country to keep. Let's not start propagating. You go to America to propagate, you come back to London, you want to propagate. Those are propaganda that cannot help you.
Why do you believe that everybody in Western Kenya should be in Azimio, and anybody who is not in Azimio is cast?
Let me tell you, I asked one day that in whose hands are we safe? If you put William Samoei Ruto here, you put Raila Odinga here, in whose hands are we safe? In Raila's hands, we are more safer than in Ruto's hands. Even if you have something wrong, you have say there is full of cow dung in your head. in Raila's hands, we are more safe. Raila is more aged. He's now a manager of public affairs. He's not interested in anything. He's interested in peace, security of our people, and security of our properties, and how he can enhance or put some mechanism in place to spur economic growth or to grow economy and absorb young men and women in employment.
Now that you're talking about developing the economy, what is a need that you will be pushing for workers during this Labor Day, knowing that this is that time that even the government is changing hands?
No, you know, in 20, we did get our last minimum wage, 2018, when President Uhuru Kenyatta gave Kenyans raised minimum wage by 18%. 2019, 2020, 2021, these 3 years we have not been able to adjust minimum wage in Kenya. And if you tabulate cost of living in accordance with cost of living indices, consumer price index, look at the inflation rate for the last 3 years that we are now demanding compensation, it will push you up to 40.2% of what we would have demanded from the government on top of the existing salaries of lowly placed people or Kenyans who are supposed to earn an increase from government. But because we had COVID, and in the agricultural sector we didn't do well after COVID, we didn't export our cut flour the way it would have been done, and we didn't perform well in hospitality industry. Most of our hotels closed down, and we didn't get tourists as it is normal. We depend on tourism, agriculture, and then financial and insurance sector didn't do well, and even collection of taxes were down. We have already tabulated and gotten a figure that we have subtracted from 40.2%. We are getting 23.4%. That is what we are going to demand as an adjustment on May 1st, because we have also seriously considered the performance of our economy under COVID, and with a lot of problems Kenyans are having, particularly having been assisted or borrowed on both local and international, domestic and international markets, where people are saying we have borrowed, but we have overborrowed because of the provision of infrastructure in our country and other amenities. The question is, can Kenya government be able to afford 40.2%? We said no, it can't. Why? We did also calculation on those areas that we had, ranging from COVID-19, coming to poor performance in hospitality industry, financial and insurance sectors, and other commercial undertakings that did not earn us foreign exchange. And then we lowered our demand from 40.2% to 23.4%. And that is what we would be asking President Uhuru Kenyatta to come and declare to Kenyans on 1st of May 2022. He has confirmed that he's attending. The Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga has confirmed he will be attending. And I think also Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka would be attending, and other dignitaries of very important, they will be attending, and various friends of workers will be there, including Federation of Kenya Employers, and also senior civil servants, ambassadors, and everybody. They will avail there for to listen to workers' demand.
Have you started this conversation probably with the president? Because I know sometimes you might just want to plant that idea in his head so that he knows. As even
no, we have already written to him. I'm giving you figures and what we have been doing and what we have been working on, and he knows. So we have already written to him. Also to refer to his the people at the Treasury and his economists in the office of the President and other people who are interested to tabulate those calculations together with him and see whether workers' demands are within the reach of his government and employers. If he's in doubt, I know he will invite us for a talk, both employers and us, and we'll be able to prove our case as it has been in the past. Yeah.